Hello everyone, hope you are doing well. Any issues you are facing related to the ribbon customization, ribbon debugging, adding enable rule, disable rule, and customization? If not, today you will learn about custom HTML, how to add our custom HTML, and how to add our custom HTML with CSS, and how to host and how to create a custom HTML web resource and how to link it into the our page here. Good morning everyone. So be ready. Meantime, if you are facing any difficulty during debugging the JavaScript, debugging the here HTML, you will come to know how to overcome all those issues. Hope everyone understand the ribbon customization, ribbon workbench, and how to use it, how to publish it, and even we already face so many issues, and we already discover and how to debug, how to resolve those issues. Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. So let's start our new content, new session, new things that we can utilize here. So hope everyone tried this ribbon customization and JavaScript related the stuff. If you are facing any issue, post me here and we can discuss that one before starting our JavaScript that HTML related content. Hope you have some time to spend something related to your skill up to upgrade your skills. You all are spending some time for yourself only. Everyone take care their own futures, so I think you are spending some time for your future, especially saving cut down sometimes related to your rest, your fun during weekend. You spend some time especially for debugging part, because if you understand you can do debugging part, I think you can easily achieve any requirement. So everyone okay to start HTML, custom HTML? I know you all are know how to design that custom new button and how to add those rules. Okay, Yogendra ji also joined, or he is busy. Good morning, Mayank Sani. Okay, otherwise everyone busy their own schedule. Today is Monday, so let's not waste our time. So they, if someone having delays to join this one, maybe they can utilize this recorded session. Let me share my screen. You are able to see my screen. Be with me. Yes, no. So, okay. We will start today custom HTML. What is here? Our agenda or requirement by custom HTML is needed. Any idea? Anyone? And what is custom HTML here? Why we use custom HTML even we have the native dynamic CRM UI? Good morning, everyone. Any idea why we are using here custom HTML? For specific requirement, yeah, that's the reason. What types of requirement here we are facing, we can achieve with the help of HTML. I will tell you very basic things why we need custom HTML and why we should not go for HTML. Yeah, PCF also a different control. So this HTML looks like similar control, but for you know uh, why we need even the specific PCF control also. We can achieve our requirement here without HTML, without PCF control. Then why we need those controls even? Because we should not waste more time here. Why? Because if we cannot achieve any specific requirement which we cannot achieve with out of the box controls. Out of the box controls means, yeah, got it. So out of the box control means, suppose someone say, hey, I need this particular title, uh, or I need one very basic information. I need this. We have two things here, even for any specific tools. One is level and one is controls, where we need to showcase or we need to add or we need to ask user to get some input, right? Why we need this title here? Why? Because we need to give proper information, like what types of information here user need to input, so that there is no confusion. That's why some UI logic or UI information comes into the picture, so that this UI is self-explanatory. Self-explanatory means UI also telling you, hey, what to do. If UI already explaining you what need to perform, so that is the best UI for end user perspective. If we need to get or we need to showcase some additional text which we need to give more information here. For example, there is a specific text here. So if we are trying to create a new field and I have a requirement or customer is asking like, just create a field, new field, and in that field this is a only option set or only a two option set or only a yes or no choice field. But here I need to ask a questions, like if you are facing any issue during your past, or you have any identification or any content which Microsoft is not accepting here. So there is a special character here, set of character, or like if I'm going to enter some value here, so I cannot enter more than something here. Now I cannot enter those character here. So there is a maximum limit in the display name. So let's check what is the maximum character length here. You can check that character maximum character length here in the display. Here let's check length of this text 50. You cannot enter title here more than 50 character. And we have a text here which is more than 200 character or maybe 50 character or maybe 75 character. So let's take help. Give proper questions as yes or no, having question content more than 75 character. Can you hear me now? Let's join again. We are completely relying on the internet. So these are the internet glitch here. Let me share my screen again. Can you see me? Hope you are able to hear me and you can see my screen. Okay, perfect. So, till what you hear, like, are you able to understand the requirement here? Like, I have some different types of content. This is one example that we need to achieve here. Let's join quickly. I can see still less candidate here. So, can you ask team to join again quickly here? Okay, perfect. So now my questions here is, so this is my one of the requirement where it is wrap text. So this is my yes or no. This is one example, one questions. So let me check in that one other questions also. We are asking some questions in our UI. So if we are having such requirement, then similarly, so if we need to achieve similar requirement in dynamic CRM, so how to achieve those, problem or problem we can say, or we can say the requirement or implementation. So for those content, for those information, we can simply showcase some here, because in dynamic CRM in level 1, we cannot add more than 50 character. We have to display some content which is having more than 50 character. So this is one of the requirement here we can utilize here as custom HTML. How to achieve this one? That is one thing. So I will tell you the very basic things, very basic HTML requirement, how we are achieving this one, so that you can understand. Hope you are able to get all information what I'm trying to say here, like why we are creating this custom HTML and when we have to create a and when we have to go for custom HTML, because there are some custom or there are some limitations. We cannot achieve anything with out of the box control. So these all those are custom control even and Microsoft driven control, but we have to do some customization which is not supported by Microsoft due to some limitations. Okay, clear? Or I have to explain some more, different scenario. We will come to know similarly. So this is very basic example that we have to showcase. Can I proceed further? Let me try to open Visual Studio where I can write my HTML or CSS content. This is Visual Studio that I am opening, which I have created a separate solution here for JavaScript and HTML. So here in the Solution Explorer, I can create. Previously, we are trying to create a JavaScript. Now I am going to create a HTML. Now, similar manner, new items, HTML page I'm trying to add here. So this is custom HTML page here. Maybe where we need to add this one into claim question one HTML. So this is the basic things that we are trying to achieve here. So this is the by default content we are or that application is creating. So very basic things. Either we have to showcase some title we can reduce here, that we can remove it. We don't want anything apart from that one. So we need some here control, the custom out of the box custom. If you know basic things related to HTML, so you can utilize this one. So W3 school. So if you know anything HTML tutorial, so we have to add a paragraph here. So you know very basic HTML tag. If you don't know, utilize this particular website here. I'm going to paste here. I'm not telling you, I'm not here to, explain or teach you here complete HTML. But if you want to have some basic information related to HTML, you should have. So here, how to, learn those tags here. So you can utilize this custom HTML, this particular website. So here, learn about HTML. What is the HTML tags here? These are the basic HTML tag. Like, hey, this is, here we are trying to showcase here. So even if I want to display this particular content, so I can remove here. So So suppose if I need to showcase, I need to run this particular content. This is a paragraph. So here this is a instead of this is a paragraph, the same content. If I need to replace it with this particular questions. So I can add this one and I can run. This is very basic HTML. So I can utilize this complete. I have not changed anything. This complete HTML I am going to replace, or you can use only this paragraph title. Okay, so here, so this is the content that I want to create here as a HTML. How to create that web resource here? You already know how to create that one web resource. Now I'm going to create a new custom web resource. Go to new, more, and web resource. Click web resource. Now you have a option. If you are trying to set here type as JavaScript, then you have to create a JavaScript web resource. If you want to add a custom CSS, select here XLS HTML. But now we have HTML. Now selected HTML. And now we have to paste here that complete HTML tag, whatever we are creating here. Okay. Now, this one, if you need to write this particular one as name. So, web resource name we have to write. So, what could be the web resource name here? We have to check. And this one, claim question one, HTML. Then display name, whatever, claim question one, HTML. If you want to add description also, that is also fine. Created. You have created a custom HTML. Now, so this custom HTML you need to create and you need to add here. Maybe after attachment, you need to ask some dependent or some related questions here related to claim. So likewise, claim related questions you can ask here. Maybe I can ask for test. So why we cannot utilize this one, right? So that is also good. But okay, like we have to save it. Is there any issues related to internet again? No. It is taking more time. Some operations related query. What happened? It is related to internet or global issues in Microsoft CRM application. Now, question one, we have to do some. Okay, let's create that question one field. Claim question one. Yes or no. Choice. Okay. Is there anything that it is running in the backend? Why Microsoft is doing such activity every time? Now this is Microsoft application. They are importing in backend. That's why the slowness is coming. I think Microsoft don't want to, our class, especially for every Monday. They are behind on their running schedule every day, every week. So question one, now we can create again one more claim, claim question two. Okay. So let's create one more HTML. How quickly we can create a HTML, right? But okay, let's get that information from here itself. Create that questions. Even if we want to create copy, duplicate option is here. No, we are adding a tag here. Okay, again, the second question here is ready. Control A, Control C, Control V. Okay, let's add CLAIM claim question 2. Question 2 HTML English. Save it. Or again. This is failed. Again, they are importing. Come on. Meanwhile, we want to see two questions here, claim related two questions. First question is this one, and second question is this one. Similarly, if we want to add some more question also, so we can add in this UI. But we have some limitations here, 50 character, but user want to see all those contents here so that they can select here. But how to achieve that one? We can achieve that one with the help of HTML, that custom HTML. That's why our custom HTML we have to perform. Question 1, question 2 also ready. And now we have to do form label customization. Where is form? Main form. Open it. Now we need to add our two question 1 and question 2, right? But we don't want to see here this particular content. So now we need to create sections, control, where is control, business rule, component, where is sections, one column section here, one column section, one more column, section name, question 1, claim question 1, claim question 2. Make sure you should understand how to utilize this one. Okay. Now in claim 1, I want to add here web resource. Where is web resource? Okay, here component, if I want to add here, let me switch to classic. This is very weird sometimes. I always prefer their native one. Layout, layout, layout. Okay, so this is the one. That's that is not saved. Okay, let me publish, save and publish it so that we can utilize the same thing. We ran into a problem to publishing the form. Please try again. Okay, let's reload it and then we'll try again. Why? Because Microsoft is also running some background job in the backend. That's why sometimes it is failing or that application is running very slow. Okay, claim one. Inside claim one, if we want to add web resource here, insert, where is web resource? This one. Okay, let's select if you want to add a web resource into where section, then go to here home section, insert, then web resource. We have a option web resource. Insert that web resource. Here web resource, select that web resource. What is the web resource name? Because we are adding into a question one. Question one. Let's search. Again, stuck. Okay. Add this one. Add web resource name. Question one. Claim question one. Level claim question one. I don't want to label it. Here also we can label it that content, but okay. That's fine. So here we are able to see that control. Or one more thing here. We want to add question one. Claim question one after this one. And claim question two, add this one. Insert again a web resource. Star Q2. Q2, claim Q2. Okay, similar manner we have added, but let's add this one into now, because first, okay, we have limited time here. I don't want to see this particular label here, content. So here what I'm type, because the label we are showing from HTML side. So I'm removing this content. Let's see if we can at least questions one, or display label on the form. I can hide. Claim question one. So I'm not removing, I'm hiding this particular label here, whatever option we have here. I don't want to showcase this label. Similarly, here in this particular control, I don't want to showcase this particular label on the form, because I'm showing that one from HTML. Now we are good. Now save. So what I did, I have added a custom HTML in a separate section. How to add a section here? You know how to add a section. Add a section from here. Section column 1. I have added a column under that section. I have added a field claim 1 and also added a HTML also in the same section. Then similar task we have done, created a separate section, added a custom HTML and added a that custom field. So that level of customization we have done. Save it and let's close this one and do publish all. Let's see if we can do it or not, because Microsoft also doing some publishing. Publish all and then we are good to go. Hope you understand what we have achieved here, because we need to showcase some questions which is having more than 50 character length here. We need to showcase those content, because we cannot achieve that information with out of the box features. That's why we have created two custom HTML and added into the label of those particular one. And let's see how we can see in the UI level after publishing it. So this is one example that we have done. Similarly, if you need to achieve some different level of activities, different level of activities means if you want to see some data in different manner, you can create a separate form. And even if you need to perform some action in the custom HTML and you need to add into the form, so likewise this is the parent uh, information you have done. If you need to achieve some different level of calculation in the same form, and you don't want to achieve this out of the box UI functionality, so you can achieve that one with the help of custom HTML. For example, suppose, okay, let's publish it and then, okay, let's do some hard refresh here and let's see what is the UI. Where is, So here you can see this particular one, but you can optimize it, how to optimize it. So this is the information that you are able to see. But let's see that configuration, lead management, claim form. This UI is not that much good. See, here you can see yes or no, and here, so we have to reduce this height. How to do? We can reduce that height from our HTML. Also, we can reduce, we can optimize this UI from our form also. So this one we can do that one. We can do, wait, 6 row. Instead of 6 row, we can reduce this one to 1 row. Okay, 1 row is not sufficient. 2 row, 2 row. Okay. Similarly, here by default it is 6 row. We can reduce it 5, 3, 2. Okay. Let's see how it looks like. And even if you want to remove this column, this border also, you have that option, formatting. Let's reload it first. Let's see if it's done or not. Okay, now slightly better. But even if you want to remove those two also, you have that option. I don't want to see those information. Height levels. Okay. Similarly, height levels. Even we have option to remove this border also. Let's see here. It is publishing. Here even we can utilize one column, single column layout also. That is also fine, right? Instead of two, we can select one, and let's see. It will be better compared to, yes. Let's reload it. I have to jump into another call after 5 minutes. So let's do it quickly. See here. Now, do you confirm that the information provided in your claim is accurate and complete the best of your knowledge? So similarly, we can ask the multi-level of content, and even which is not supported by Microsoft. Even we can customize this particular UI. We can add additional CSS so that it should be similar to this particular content. That's why our expertise here, CSS and HTML expertise comes into the picture here. If it is done, so let me try to remove this border also. Even we can do that border level configuration here itself. We can add a div and we can remove that border also here in this particular body. But let's see if we can remove from here. Don't do it. Change properties, formatting as necessary. Never. Scrolling is never. Display border, now that we find it. Similarly, here, change properties, formatting, no scroll. What is the meaning of scroll here? Here you are able to see scroll. I am saying I don't want to show this scroll. I am good without scrolling here. So I am doing that configuration here. Save it and publish it. Let's see how we can showcase this particular UI. I will give you one requirement here. You have to design it only with the same HTML. Maybe who have some basic understanding related to HTML and CSS, you can achieve it quickly. Okay, so see here. Now it's better. This UI content you can change it only here. This one, and it should look like, hey, you have achieved this one. So this particular control we have utilized from dynamic CRM, and this information we have utilized from custom HTML. So likewise you can achieve. And even sometimes, even if you don't want to use this HTML, we have another option here. You can utilize this particular control display, that particular, sometimes we can see this information here. Label, we have some additional capability here. We can utilize this label content. Okay, and you can add like so the label section on the form. So this one also we can utilize without even writing any HTML. But I have showcased you this HTML functionality after adding the custom HTML. Got it? I have not showcasing you this HTML here, but I can add that content here. It's also this section also. But sometimes we have some additional HTML UI capability here. We cannot format it. Whatever we have, we cannot apply the additional CSS here. That's why sometimes we have to create the custom HTML. This is one example I have showcased here. Got it? Right or not? You are with me? Hope it's clear for everyone. We will try to connect tomorrow and I will showcase you one of the another example. But today try to utilize to learn try to learn all those tags whatever we are having. This is very simple. this is very simple tags we can utilize here. There are some existing, tags which we can utilize by our own. No need to go for other place. But you have to understand what is the, both types of tags we are having here and how to write. Because I'm not here to teach you the complete HTML, but how to use those HTML tags into dynamic CRM. Hope it's clear for everyone. Let's meet on tomorrow if everything goes well. But try to upgrade your skill. We are here to teach each others, not only I'm here to teach you. Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you for your time. Happy Monday. Bye. Take care.